Hello and welcome back from the frozen outskirts of Eleum Loyce. You forgot that we did recover the eye in the previous part. Unfortunately for you, Shirei, we kinda need it. So basically, all the invisible enemies in the area, because there are still some, are present. This is crucial for us to progress, and you will see eventually when we get to it. But before continuing, I actually forgot to actually get a description of the crown of the old Iron King, the one we acquired in the previous part. So let's check briefly. Crown of the old Iron King who once ruled this land. The king sunk below the scorching iron, met the one whose name must never be repeated, and became Icarus Earth. But these were events of long ago, and today no one even remembers the king's name. I mean, he was a jackass anyway, so who cares? Alright, I think I did not went through this part, so let's see. Hello? And who you might be. Fuck! I got killed. Off to a great start.
Those eyeballs aren't helping you see, are they?
We're off to a great start.
It's basically a passive already. Some enemies are, properly cloaked from this, but I do need it. This is important because one of the boss actually, is like that, and if we get to face said boss beforehand, it's impossible to defeat because, it's just a fruitless task trying to get around them. So I mean, go back to get our souls. First I need to deal with these enemies. So in the meantime, Graves, you mentioned that you wanted to go see Aquaman 2. What was the damage? Because I've heard not great things about it.
It was fine.
I guess you prefer it over the first movie, considering you did not particularly like that.
Yeah, I mean, this time there was only one scene where a conversation was
An explosion. Was Black Manta more tolerable to you?
Well, his helmet was smaller.
So I guess they actually did listen to some feedback of some kind. In case you're wondering,
the helmet was smaller and it was more, it was less dorky looking.
I cannot tell you that because I know already this was present from some of the trailers and everything, but his characterization, his way of talking and his actions, those are technically in character. The character is just that uninjured even in the comics. It's just that from what I've been hearing, the movie does not really do a great job in portraying that. What a disastrous end for the DCEU. I mean, I guess in that kind of way James Gunn can only go up from there, but I really wish there was a better way to do it.
As far as movies go, because I completely forgot this was a thing, saw Chicken Run 2 today.
Right, it was on it's actually released on Netflix, so how is it?
It's fine. Kind of grim in some areas, actually.
Considering also the state that Aardman is bursting, it's kind of sad. Go on.
Yeah, it was pretty okay, actually.
Okay then.
And that's about it.
I'll eventually check it out myself, why not?
I didn't know it was like a direct to Netflix.
If I recall correctly, it was floating around for a bit, but during the pandemic, when the studios did not know if they could raise it in or not, Netflix, if I recall correctly, acquired the rights for that. For distribution purposes. That's because, again, if I recall correctly, in the States it is distributed by DreamWorks, but it's not technically counted as a DreamWorks movie, but more like, something they just handled. It's a contract they had with Aardman in general, because the Wallace and Gromit Curse of a Were-Rabbit, I think it's called, movie, also falls into that. I heard Aardman actually released relatively recently one of their stop motion. I don't know if it's a short or an entire movie, also on Netflix, which is basically just wholesome Christmas celebration, I've already heard it's very good, but I don't know exactly what the title is. Oh shit, I got impaled.
Wasn't there like an issue very recently where the specific clay used to make the Wallace and Gromit stuff, like the factory was low on it?
Yeah, not just that, the entire, basically their entire production for, clay for everything they do, meaning that, they can realistically have to expect to shut down because of it. Like I said, it's sadly grim for what they're passing through. Oh fuck, I got invaded by a Forlorn. Alright, let's get this over with.
I don't know if I asked this in the last part. I think I might have done. Damn my memory, but I don't know. I don't know if I've asked before. I think either of you guys have seen Godzilla vs Kong.
Yes,
No.
you asked about. Let me just repeat it for the sake. I enjoyed it, but I still prefer, King of the Monsters, despite its lower score potentially.
Fair enough. Well, since the new one is coming out in a few months.
Yeah, so the Shipley movie, Godzilla times Kong.
Yeah. But finally.
They just need to hug it out.
I mean,
yeah. I was gonna say, the one true pairing. We finally get it.
The Versus movie already operates kinda like that, because it operates a similar bit to BVS, in a sense that Godzilla and Kong start as bitter enemies. Mostly so Godzilla, because again, similar to Rayquaza in the Destiny Deoxys movie. Fucking kids with their fireworks. Similar to the Rayquaza in Destiny Deoxys, Godzilla is fucking pissed and just wants to establish his territory. Kong doesn't give a shit at first, but he's literally, drafted by Monarch in order to fight Godzilla, because that's the only chance that they have. But again, he's genuinely pissed. But eventually, because someone is creating Mecha Godzilla, the two eventually have to team up in order to defeat it. So there's that. Oh my god.
Okay, I am looking forward to eventually seeing Godzilla vs Kong, although I will admit, I have seen one previous movie from the director, and that's not exactly, he made the 2017 Death Note movie.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Maybe he works better
I was trying to forget that was a thing too.
Maybe
not that way.
Who knows? Maybe he works much better with giant monsters rather than.
I can tell you, yes, it's a much more enjoyable movie.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe he's better with giant monsters than he is anime adaptations or manga, or something accurately.
Oh, finally, that's that.
Yes, finally, someone's been stabbed.
Well, specifically in the back.
Well, mate, even better. My favourite. Backstabbing is my favourite kind of stabbing.
Yes, for an average Dark Souls player, yes, absolutely.
I mean, the game started it, to be fair.
Alright, let's see where
Oh, yeah,
to...
sure, yeah. Yeah. Everything involving stabbing, blame the game.
I forgot about you. There you go. Pop up a gem while I'm at it.
This is still ash, right? Not snow.
It actually is snow in this case. We went through the fire dungeon, this is instead the ice one.
So it is very fitting for
the Christmas season.
current times, yes.
Well, there is a reason why everything is coated in ice.
We're so high up, I guess.
To an extent, yes, but we're also actually gonna learn the reason. Because as you can see, it also is themed even in the enemies. Thankfully for the Chosen One, the cold never bothered Teomori anyway. So, ooh, definitely not going to be here.
Omori has other issues.
I forgot, did Omori had an ice dungeon? I forgot.
It's exclusive to
That
the
route,
other
okay.
route.
Yeah,
Yes.
I get what you mean. Alright then. Alright, I'm gonna use my effigy. This is not the right way. Well, I need to actually get back my souls before.
I said human eulogy for a second.
No, it's a effigy.
I mean, who's around to eulogize at this point? Everywhere looks deserted, except when the giant monsters come around.
Alright, there is a single chest in the middle of this area. Dweebs, do you think it's safe to open?
No.
Cheery.
Yeah, it's a present. It was left for you.
That's okay.
Sure, no.
Dweebs, again, for the sake of fairness, you can do it. Fetch the Google coin, please.
Alright. Heads, it's me. Tails, it's Shiroi.
The usual, yes.
Cool.
Heads.
Humbug.
That means no. Alright, let me try to use a Lloyd's talisman just to satisfy our curiosity.
Is it evil?
No, it didn't react, but again, that's maybe it contained a trap, however, who knows. Actually, hold on, I'm still supposed to go this way, let me check the stairs.
It's a bar humbug, Shiroi, for something that could kill us.
No,
You want a present? Then fine.
No, I don't
Not
have
my
to
problem.
go this way.
Yeah, I don't want the present to be death, thank you.
You know what it's...
It wasn't a mimic, shush.
You know what they say, Dweebs, you never look a present in the mouth or something.
Never looked a gift.
I mean,
never looked a
if
gift
it's
horse
a
in the
mimic,
mouth.
you are looking it in the mouth.
Semantics. I'm trying to have a point here.
Oh, your point is flawed.
So there.
You have to say it like Futurama, Dweebs, your point is bad and you should feel bad.
I haven't watched Futurama in a while.
I haven't seen the more recent episode, but I just still enjoyed it for what I see. Frankly, I'm more, you know, it's more surprising the fact that we spent the entirety of the Willy Wonka commentary, you know, the movie we did the other year, without mentioning the Futurama episode parodying it.
I'm surprised did we mention that Tom and Jerry?
Yes, I bother to do it quite a lot. Fuck that.
Yeah.
There's an opening for inside. Okay. Alright, let's continue from where we left off. Since we recovered all the souls. Thankfully, since I mutually killed the enemy here, we're good to go. I wonder if...
since we're coming up to the end of the year, what is there film-wise to look forward to next year?
well, you mentioned there... Okay, it's before, in your case, but there's the boy and the heron, of course.
Well, there's the new
Yes,
Matthew Vaughn movie,
Bonfire.
Argyle.
Whoa. Sorry, can you repeat that?
There's the new Matthew Vaughn film, Argyle, from the writer of Pan.
Oh, goody. What is it about?
It's a spy movie.
Okay.
Spy action comedy. It's like, to me, when I saw the trailer, I was waiting for a film to start in the cinema. I think it was either Godzilla -1 or Aquaman. The film came off to me, the trailer at least came off to me, as if Universal and Apple Films wanted to make their own version of Kingsman. They got the director, but since the rights to make Kingsman films belong to Disney,
Want to do
they
something
have to,
else?
Yeah, to do something else. So Jason Fuchs created his own original story.
Oh well.
And in spite of Pan being a horrendous flop, they still give one of his scripts a huge budget. $200 million.
Jesus, that's not cheap.
That's
That's
a
even-
lot of money.
That's $50 million more than Pan. And remember, Pan was a gigantic
What
failure.
company is behind this one?
Universal.
Okay, I can tell you from experience, Universal has a tendency of doing this. Don't forget, Dweebs, that, as I mentioned, in 2003, Universal spent roughly $120 million 2 times, so in total 260 more, 240, 260 millions. One for Ang Lee's Hulk, and another for the Cat in the Hat adaptation. And if I recall correctly, neither of them were particularly successful. Not necessarily flops, I don't think they were flops, but they were not exactly super bankers about it. So, there you go.
There's also there's also that Madam Web movie.
Yeah, the trailer did not really convince me that much, unfortunately.
I haven't seen the trailer.
Again, I'm not even against a movie about Madame Web. You know, she's perfectly an ideal character to act as the pilot, basically, for not necessarily pilot in terms of first episode, but little navigator for the characters in the in the universe, the Sony universe. So it's not that too bad of an idea, but the trailer did not really convince me of what they can do with the character.
There's Doom Part 2.
Doom Part 2.
Yeah. Kung Fu Panda 4. What else? Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be just fine as a movie, but the Ghostbuster franchise is one that I never particularly was interested in. I know that a lot of people have this nostalgic connection with the franchise as a whole, but I really just not.
What else? I mentioned Godzilla X Kong earlier. Untitled Universal Monsters film.
So, and it
Yeah,
could
the
be
film's out
anything.
The film's out in 5 months and we don't even know what it's called.
Like, it could be the Wolfman, you know.
Civil War.
I guess it's something about the actual American Civil War.
Yeah, starring Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, interesting
And,
choice.
And directed by the guy who wrote the Judge Dredd 2012 movie.
Okay. Was it 2014? Holy night, Orion.
It was 2012.
I got invaded.
The Fall
again.
Guy, the new David Leitch film. The Furiosa Mad Max spin-off movie.
That one is actually the trailer actually is convincing. I know that George Miller has a sort of a CEO quality to him, but you know, the trailer's actually good, so I'm actually stoked to see if finally a new Mad Max movie in some capacity.
I wonder if he was able to film it in Australia this time.
Hopefully.
Yes, apparently he did.
Good on him.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Not really the Garfield movie for me. Ballerina, the John Wick spin-off.
Okay.
The Watchers, a movie from one of M. Night Shyamalan's daughters. Inside Out 2. Keep forgetting there's a second one coming out.
To be fair, the trailer seems, you know, solid enough in what they want to establish, so there is that.
Bad Boys 4. I actually really like the third movie, so
Fucking hell.
I'm optimistic.
This guy is a barrel.
Oh boy, a new film directed and co-written and starring Kevin Costner.
Oof.
Horizon: An American Saga, Chapter 1.
My boat.
Yeah, Warner Brothers will really just give their money to anybody.
One day I will really need to show you Waterworld, just for how much of a wasted potential it is.
Well, when they're not putting stuff in what's it called?
The Postman is just boring. I don't think it's worth watching in general. Same goes.
I've seen cinematic excrements review of the Postman. Basically, his opinion was the movie doesn't deserve a critical reevaluation just because it predicted stuff that Donald Trump's administration did with the American Post Office. It's still a bad movie.
My God.
Twisters.
Yeah, right. The sequel to Twister. That's supposed to actually come out.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, they're actually making a sequel to Twister.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I just keep thinking of the game.
Yeah, I wish.
Wait,
Alright,
why?
sorry, please, before continuing, another chest. There is a blood stain in front of it, but it seems, you know, put in a more, less trap-inducing kind of way. What do you think?
No.
Okay, Shiroi.
Christmas present.
Okay, Dweebs, please roll it again.
Okay, coin toss. Heads me, tails
The
Shiroi.
usual.
And flip. God damn it, the coin toss has killed us.
Alright, let's go. No, it seems to be just fine. The blood silver talisman. The bloodstain was probably because this invader, as you noticed, you might have noticed because it was a quickly blinking in this moment, uses a tactic coined by all people using PvP in the first game, disguising themselves as objects in the background, meaning that you cannot notice them and they can sneak up on you. So the devs at From Software wanted to have a bit of fun and created a couple of invader NPCs just for this. So good on them, I guess. Wait, have I
So yeah,
returned?
a sequel... Sorry.
Gone.
So yeah, the sequel to Twister has got the imaginative name Twisters.
Zzz.
Yeah.
To answer when you asked why, Dwibs, because it's the only thing I've really associated the word Twister with is the game. Like,
The
in my
first
life.
movie is still
No, I was
potential.
on about why are they making a sequel to Twister. No one likes
Oh, okay.
it. It's
And most of the cast is dead. Like at least the main characters are.
And Bill Paxton is dead in real
And,
life.
and also, and like no,
unfortunately.
out of universe lives, and also Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like they're both dead. What you can do about it with what you have? Eventually, it's about a generational gap, as in, you know, the children of these people. So fair enough, I guess. But the first movie already had a very simple plot about, you know, studying twisters and seeing what happens, and we added that stupid subtext about, you know, that oh no, my family was killed by. Oh, hold on. Ava.
My whole family was killed by ABBA.
By a
What did they
twister.
do?
No. But the voice told us about an entity called Ava. So let's meet and greet them, shall we?
What happened at that voyage? Concert scare somebody?
Like I said, you can enter this place already from the beginning, but I didn't show it to you. And without the eye, you will not be able to see what's about to happen. It's already difficult because of visibility, of course, but the eye would outright make this upcoming boss fight almost impossible because the boss is almost invisible without it. So let's proceed forward and trigger it instead, shall we? There it is. Hold on.
Free.
Ava, the king's pet. An ice-themed saber-toothed tiger. I don't want to pet it.
Nah, let's just kill it.
Sorry, Shiroi.
It's trying to kill us.
Sorry, Shiroi. For this Christmas, we had to put the cat down. Oh fuck! No!
So basically,
who's being put down now?
Oh no!
So basically, we're Akira Hino now.
Oh no!
If Akira Hino failed to kill
Jibanyan.
I like how when they bring cats into this, it is a big cat, but when it's dogs, it's literally just a dog that it's asking you to kill. Like,
oh, there's also M. Night Shyamalan's grand return to Warner Brothers after Lady in the Water.
What is he gonna do this time around?
It's a film called Trap.
Okay, did Jordan Peele he started a trend setting of naming your movies in the most simplistic, and not inspiring kind of way? And because I'm kind of getting annoyed by this.
There's the Borderlands movie.
Oh, for God, that's supposed to happen.
Starring Kate Blanchett because
Why?
It's like everyone has to be in a video game movie, so
But
Kate
Kate
Blanchett's like, okay,
Blanchett
this is going to be it.
Borderlands is supposed to be extremely stupid, in terms of mindless, senseless action. Kate Blanchett really does not fit it. It's like having her star in a Michael Bay movie.
Pretty
Ow.
sure Well, remember, Anthony Hopkins was in a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, and that sucked.
There's Horizon and American Saga Chapter 2.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, this is Kevin Costner's magnum opus, a 2-part epic western movie.
Is the second part of Mission Impossible supposed to be released next year too?
It got delayed to 2025, I think.
Okay then.
There's Alien Romulus.
Oh, the new movie in the Alien saga. Okay.
Craven the Hunter, which
He's not a hunter in that movie. So why you call him that?
Beetlejuice 2.
Another thing that people have nostalgia about, but I don't really have.
At least the musical's good.
Well, more so than Twister, at least.
Obviously.
Transformers 1.
Okay.
Where they cast Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime to Jova's ever-so-standing delight.
Why Chris
Peter
Hemsworth?
Cullen's nearly 80.
I get it, but you couldn't find a sound alike. Why Chris Hemsworth?
I don't know. Anyway, then there's John Watts' new project, Wolves.
Okay, just called Wolves.
WOLFS.
Okay, why? It's such...
We're quirky like that.
Again, so... Is this the new trend in Hollywood in general? Just do it... Fuck.
The spelling stuff.
No, not just that. Not just that. You know, the making the titles of the movie super simplistic, like Us, Get Out, Nope.
Saw 11.
Right? Yeah, they did mention that.
They're still making those.
Oh, Shiri,
Yes,
again, here's a revolutionary concept. They started to revitalize the series with the 7th movie. Sorry, the 8th movie, my bad. But they tried to put the series in a new direction by not having, Jigsaw and not being attached to the plotline that has been going on for 7 movies. And while technically relatively successful for the most part, 7 and 8 were not particularly well received, but lo and behold, the moment they actually went back to do the exactly what they said, casting once again Tobin Bell and continuing the plotline in different manner with Saw X, weirdly enough, it was very much well received and people flocked to see it in theater. What a novel concept. It's like many people said, Tobin Bell is very old at this point, and he's basically carrying the franchise on his back. So Lionsgate really should just, push the pedal to the metal with that.
Yeah, which is, but basically it's like, an 81-year-old guy having to carry a whole franchise. That's...
It's more likely than you think, Libs.
There's also Joker Folie à Deux.
Folie à Deux with Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
Sure.
I mean, what?
I can see it actually.
Well, we'll see how it pans out.
I don't know how her acting is. I know she's been doing it for a while.
Isn't she British though? If I recall correctly.
No.
Oh, okay then.
There's some stuff I'm not really interested in. There's Venom 3.
Do we even know if it's supposed to have an extra title or not, or it's just Venom 3?
We don't know the title yet. It's just untitled Venom Let There Be Carnage sequel right now on Wikipedia.
Okay then.
There's Gladiator 2.
Because we needed that, question mark?
I still haven't seen the first one.
Like, let me tell you, the first one ends pretty conclusively. It's not like, it doesn't really leave too much of, imagination open for a sequel.
Well, damn it, they're gonna do it anyway.
Is Ridley Scott still the director?
Yes.
Okay then.
There's Wicked Part 1. The Lord of the Rings, the War of the
Rohirrim.
Rohirrim, yeah.
The anime movie with Ewing's actress reprising a role.
Untitled The Karate Kid film.
Sure. I heard that Cobra Kai has actually been very great as a series, so might as well.
It's an interesting series, yes.
It stars both Jackie Chan from the reboot and Ralph Macchio.
Like, isn't it entirely about from the point of view of the guy that was the final boss in the first movie?
I don't know exactly.
I think so.
There's Mufasa, the Lion King.
Because we needed that.
I didn't know
Sonic 3.
that they were doing that.
Sure, like, again, we're apparently getting all of these spin-off movies, but really we don't need it. Like one about Gaston, as Pedro told us. So, I don't know. Go on with
What happened to the whole "we're gonna stop making quality now" or whatever?
Sorry, but Mr. Bob doesn't
They haven't got
like
to
that.
yet.
Along with
They're
Michael
still,
Rodent.
It's coming
working on
eventually.
that. They're still working on
It's
that.
like your favorite catchphrase in England, Lives. It's coming home.
I mean, it was pretty close last time.
Oh, sure. But you say everyone says that.
Sonic
Then
3.
there's, Sonic 3, and then Nosferatu.
We still don't know who's going to be voicing Shadow, but we'll have to see.
Willem Dafoe.
I wouldn't mind after hearing him for the Boy and the Heron, I wouldn't mind Robert Pattinson, admittedly.
What about video games? Let's see. In
Next
video
year,
games.
587 Rebirth is coming at the end of April.
There's also potentially the potential of Activision games being on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that, and I'll probably record it.
The Last of Us Part 2 remastered.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's not go about that. We've got a whole commentary for that. Apollo Justice: Ace Attorney trilogy.
Yeah, the next trilogy. We're actually all gonna use those 4, 5, and 6, so it actually doesn't lag apparently.
Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting used to it not being called Yakuza in the West anymore.
Also, guest starring Danny Trejo for some reason.
Why not?
It's so bizarre. I know that the Yakuza 6 already had Takeshi Kitano like out of fucking nowhere as a guest, and they're normally not very used to that. But Danny Trejo really feels like, I don't know. It's like if they got like, I don't know, Chish Marino or something.
What else is there? Tekken 8.
Yeah, well, yeah. There we go. We put down the kiddie at the third attempt. Sorry, Shiroi.
Persona 3 Reload. Maybe.
Solo Baba, aspetta. Hold
I
on,
mean, the
but
cat did put you down a couple of times.
First of all, let me get the description of the solo. Sorry, Dweebs, it's a bit important.
Okay.
Solo Bava, who served the Ivory King. Each of the Ivory King's 7 beasts was conferred a specific duty. Ava's was the guardianship of a king, beloved child of dark. And if we actually go through the passage that Ava was actually guarding, don't worry, I will check the other doors before. But again, like I said, this is relatively important. We reach the cathedral, the main place of Eleum Loyce. And by opening its door, there you go, in the Grand Cathedral, we found, well, okay, you can continue while I'm getting at this bonfire, actually, Lives. I'll tell you when I'm going back.
Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
Which, from Deji has been telling me things, and apparently it's not looking super great.
Shame. There's Tomb Raider 1 to 3 remastered starring Lara Croft.
Again, the trailers for that have been, hinting that it seems solid enough. We might as well just use those for recording purposes because they really are more polished versions.
Yeah, plus you can switch between the old and new graphics like the Halo remaster. Mario vs Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Sorry, make
Skull and Bones finally.
Jova, I'm pretty sure Jova was clear enough during the Game Awards. That's too much time has passed, and we're not even sure if the final product is going to be good anyway.
Well, we'll see. Wait, they're making a Shin-Chan game? It's Japan only.
Alright, hold on. Now, opening this door here, we find the remaining Child of Dark, as she was mentioned, the last of the queens. So let's get an audition with her, shall we?
To think Ava could be bested.
Actually, I'm kinda just lost here.
Is barren, cursed by the old chaos. It gave birth to atrocities, and the people fled in fear. Until our Lord, the Ivory King, came. My dear Lord, a most true king. It was with his magnificent soul that he built Eleum Loyce and contained the spread of chaos. But the chaos would not be sated, and the king gave his own soul. Inevitably, the king was drained of vigor and plunged into the chaos's heart. Eleum Loyce was frozen in time, its leader lost. I remain
Something else I've seen recently that involves things being frozen.
honoring my lord's wishes. Perhaps one day he will return.
I haven't been able to leave this chair in years.
Basically, that's what she's been doing in order to maintain the frozen grip on the chaos that's bubbling
wanna stand
under
up,
Eleum
damn it.
Loyce.
I have but one wish.
But maybe we can fix this.
That my dear lord might be freed from that unspeakable chaos. I haven't strength to help him myself, but perhaps one such as you. Though I am yet to know your name, stranger, will you lend me your strength?
I guess killing your pet cat proved us our strength, but might as well.
I thank you. Let me open the path to chaos.
And with this,
And please,
the Queen of the Ivory King will actually lift the ice curse, and meaning that the veil of wind and all of the ice in the city will actually, there you go, see, the winds of the Eleum Loyce are ceased, meaning that also the ice of the place are completely undone. These are not, well, not completely, there is still some ice here that will actually be lifted eventually, because if we wish so,
but not one of them returned.
we could actually already, you know,
The king
pass the fog gate and try to fight the final boss. But it's not recommended because final boss will be treated as a sort of a army skirmish. Because the Ivory King is actually surrounded by some of his soldiers. What we can counter with is finding soldiers of our own. There's already one here, thankfully, but there are 3 empty chairs, meaning there are 3 knights scattered throughout Eleum Loyce, in paths that have been now open, thanks to the ice and the wind being lifted. So, that's where we need to go. We need to essentially go back to Eleum Loyce, and, there you go, and properly free these three knights from their prison, which will assist us in the final battle. Oh, Sovereign 1219. Shame, I would be tempted to summon this human player, but unfortunately I would need a full party to actually face the Ivory King. This means also that all of the ice in Eleum Loyce has been lifted, meaning that all the treasures have been freed from their containment, meaning that also we can explore more fully the city. Alright, so let's get to work. In case if you need a too long didn't read bit for what the Queen said, this place had, you know, the Flame of Chaos, the thing that we saw in the first game. The Ivory King arrived and built a city to contain it and used ice spells to actually quench that, but eventually has now fallen into chaos himself, meaning that he needs to be put down, otherwise, you know, he will wreak havoc eventually. There you go. Alright, continue, Dweebs.
Okie doke. Let's see. Star Wars Dark Forces remaster. Final Fantasy.
It's I can tell you for the company that's making it, Night Dive. Basically, you know how Pedro praised Blue Point in the quality that they use for having the remix remasters? Night Dive does exactly that for boomer shooters, basically. They take the old code that is usually for DOS purposes or something similar, and actually reconvert it for modern operating systems and consoles. They're actually very good at that.
What else is there? Homeworld 3, whatever that is.
It's a space RTS. It was owned by the old THQ, if I recall correctly, but these days the IP is in the hands of Gearbox, meaning the Embracer Group to an extent.
The Alone in the Dark reboot.
From THQ Nordic, which has been delayed multiple times. It's trying to be more similar to the Resident Evil over-the-shoulder games, but I'm not super convinced, to be honest.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
The
Princess Peach Showtime.
Yeah, we saw that in the Direct.
Rise of the Ronin.
That one is the IP that Tecmo Koei is doing for Sony, which is set during the period of time in which America very gently told Japan, open the country or we will open fire on you.
Yeah, open the country or we'll open fire.
And what they gently call the gunboat diplomacy. Yeah, not even kidding.
Right. And in terms of stuff that has a concrete release date that we know of, that's about it. At the moment, anyway. Oh, there is the Xbox version of Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, along with the new expansion that is happening about discovering the new world.
Yeah, it'll come out. It'll come out at some point early next year. What else is there? Anything that hasn't? Oh, 2024's Flight Simulator.
I guess you look forward to that.
Yeah. From what I played of the last one, Asobo did a decent job. Pac-Man Megatunnel Battle Chomp Champs.
It's another one of those arcade-style new games that Namco loves to do for Pac-Man.
The Thousand Year Door remake. Hellblade 2.
Yeah, we saw ideally what should be gameplay in that the Game Awards, but gotta be honest, I'm kind of with Pedro, not super convinced either.
Shantae Advance Risky Revolution.
The game that Wave 4 was supposed to release on the GBA.
And it actually is getting a GBA release along with
I mean,
all the other.
cool, actually.
I'm guessing that's True Limited Run.
Unfortunately, probably so. Dead should probably know more about this.
Tintin Reporter, Cigars of the Pharaoh.
Actually, maybe it's only the Switch version, because if I recall correctly, it's already out on a couple of systems.
Yeah, it says Nintendo Switch, so that's probably it. And for movies, we've got Knuckles at some point. That's
the Knuckles Paramount Plus series that we haven't seen yet, a trailer of.
The Fallout movie.
Which, sure,
Which is on Prime Video.
From the Amazon trailers...
the TV show, sorry.
Yeah, the Amazon TV series. From the trailers, it doesn't seem too bad. I'm just not particularly interested in the Fallout franchise as a whole.
I mentioned Borderlands and Sonic 3 already.
Yeah.
To be announced, there is Dead Cells.
Wait, an adaptation of Dead Cells?
Yes.
I forgot it actually was one in the works.
The new Devil May Cry anime.
Yeah, the Netflix one that the guy has been working on for years.
And Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft.
Is it right? It's also in animated format.
Yeah, and it takes place after the final game of the recent trilogy.
So Shadow.
Yeah. Starring Hayley Atwell as Lara Croft, so at least the actress is still British.
So there's some consistency. I don't remember if Shadow ended in
I've got nothing against I've got nothing against people of other nationalities playing her or anything. It's just, well, authenticity.
I don't remember if Shadow of the Tomb Raider ended in a conclusive way or not, to be honest.
I haven't really played it, so...
Me neither. Like, I know only the faint premise of it, but again, all these archaeology-themed games that try to distance themselves from supernatural elements are really just inviting me to not care.
So the Fallout 2024 series starring Kyle MacLachlan from Twin Peaks.
Mm-hmm. And the Flintstones movie, don't forget that.
And the what movie, sorry?
The Flintstones movie, he was the villain.
Oh.
Fuck.
I guess he needed something more, for lack of a better term, fun to do.
Potentially. Again, the villains in that movie are him and Halle Berry. How weird is that?
I've heard of weirder things.
I don't remember who was the director, who were the director and the writers, potentially. But I can tell you that it's kind of bonkers in terms of adapting something like the Flintstones in live-action format. Definitely a better attempt than Viva Rock Vegas, admittedly.
Well, the director of the movie was Brian Levant, who also did the sequel.
Oh. Don't know what happened with that.
Maybe he forgot, I don't know. It was written by Thomas Parker, Jim Janawine, and Stephen E. D'Souza, who also did the Street Fighter movie the same year.
Huh. So I get the idea. Yeah, I can get some of the over-the-top crazy vibes from that. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a potential movie commentary idea.
Yeah, obviously. You have the Blu-ray still, if I recall correctly.
I don't have the Blu-ray now, but I do have it on Apple.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And as you told me, apparently Capcom is doing a lot of, banks a lot of royalties thanks to that.
Good for them, I guess.
Is Shrek 5 supposed to be released next year? Forgot.
I didn't see it there, so... Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's 2025.
And I guess DreamWorks is banking mostly on Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yeah, I mean, it is a bit silly banking everything on one movie, but
That seems to be the new strategy for most companies, to have a big title for their fiscal year, because Square Enix is doing that with FF7 Rebirth, for example. And like I said, it's pretty clear we're not gonna have any news about Kingdom Hearts 4 until that one is released.
comes out the next day after that.
It's out now.
Yeah. What 2023 films came out specifically from the UK? Let's have a look at that.
Sure.
Our highest grossing movie was a film called What's Love Got to Do with It?
Okay, but what's that movie's named with?
That is it's a British comedy movie, which tend to go either really alright or...
I mean, with a title like that, I can imagine it's a comedy movie.
There's also The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry.
What a name.
Harold Fry, not Fly. Alleluia, which apparently had a really, really bizarre ending twist.
Okay, I don't even know what the movie's about, to be honest.
That's just looking it up. I won't spoil it.
Like, is it supposed to be an adaptation or something?
I don't know. In terms of international movies that grossed the highest in the UK, the highest grossing one was Barbie by quite a margin, £95,500,000.
Brand name and, spread of good word.
Whereas by comparison, The Little Mermaid, which was second, made £27 million.
Which is not a lot.
Well, I mean, it was dwarfed by Barbie. Followed by Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Indiana Jones 5, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, Fast X, Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, Meg 2, The Flash, and Temples of Haunting in
I keep
Venice.
forgetting that the Meg had a sequel last year. Also, did how much did Oppenheimer did in your country, Dweebs?
Well, it's not listed. It's not listed here, so
Kind of should. I can imagine he did not do breadcrumbs.
Oppenheimer UK box office. Just have a check. Box Office Mojo should help. Okay, it made about $13 million round here, which in pounds, let's use a quick converter on Google.
Ow.
Alright, United States dollar to British pound, whatever that is. There you are, dollars to pounds. There we go. That's it. About £10 million.
Okay. That's still not that much, admittedly.
I don't know. Maybe people didn't want to be reminded of something being blown up.
Certainly not the British, I can tell you that.
I don't know. And that's it in terms of forms of entertainment that I'm interested in. There might be a, I don't know, there might be a surprise twist somewhere.
Sure. Well, it's a sudden announcement.
Yeah, there's a new.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, again, January probably might be the time we're gonna get a new Nintendo Direct, so we might get to see some stuff that's supposed to be released along the year.
Mario's cancelled.
Forever.
Yeah, you guys don't appreciate it. You guys keep moaning every time you release a spin-off, so fuck it. You're not getting any more Mario at all now.
Let's see.
Yeah, that would be a pretty weird thing if a series was killed because its spin-offs weren't doing well enough.
Oh, okay, that's not really what happened, but I was trying to think that the reason why the Mario and Luigi series died was because the, what's it called, the remake of Bowser Inside Story was not, that profitable. It was actually one of the few instances where a Mario game bombed, which is not really that common.
Yeah, because I mean, the day when a Mario game bombs or gets savaged in reviews is normally when that's the thing happening that would cause me to expect the game industry to just suddenly
Get another
collapse on
crash.
of itself because Mario helped save the industry from a crash. So if Mario crashed itself,
It's like what Mr. Dobbs says in, what's it called, in Mary Poppins, if the Bank of England, crumbles, or the entirety of England crumbles.
I'm sick of looking at all this snow, to be honest.
Well, we're gonna have to stay here for a bit at least, unfortunately, because we need to actually free all the 3 nights and then trying to find a boss. But again, the good news is that we're almost done. Oh hey, because after that we only have to kill King Vendrick, and after that we are basically good to go with endgame. Okay, no, I'm not supposed to. I already went here. Torch. Am I supposed to actually get here? Let's see if this snowy passage leads me to somewhere. Oh, I think I remember where this leads. Well, let's do this. Let's pop up our torch using one of the flame butterflies. And light up the 4 braziers. What could possibly go wrong? Open sesame. That's not very welcoming, but let's see if these actually leads us somewhere. A bone feast. Let's see. Oh, there is a Flexal sentry down there. Yeah, and we're not going here. Sorry.
Yeah, it didn't look that hospitable anyway. I'm gonna leave it a bad review on the.
Oh, there's another one.
TripAdvisor.
Fuck.
So we avoid one only to end up in another one. Anyway.
Yeah, we're going away from this place. Maybe I'll get here in between parts.
A really bad movie. Let's not go here. Oh shit, we're in the environment anyway. It just looks a bit
We
different.
cannot stop now. This is bad country. Have you ever seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Dweebs?
No, I haven't.
You should at some point. It's a good movie. Alright, I guess we can stop here now. Tune in for... I'm not sure if I will try to seek the knights entirely off screen or not, but you were able to see the results in the next part, so see you for that.
See ya.